Alright, and there's level 70 prayer. That's piety. I'm not going to do the quest for it though. I'm just going to make bank until then. It finally happened. The tier 5 emblem. There's the rune pouch. So that means I can stop wasting smoke runes here. I'm going to go snag that real quick. That's exciting. First tier 5 of the season. And couldn't have come at a better time, right at the end of the trip. Actually, I'm going to kill one more and drop these coins. Just cause. Efficiency. Keeping these rune knives, though, because they'll add up. They're a little better than the Addy darts. Those will be good for charter ships or, bank fights, things like that. I've got so many of these Addy darts. I ended up making so much money at Black Dragons, I decided to invest some of it into skilling, because you can't really lose your skills. Well, you can, but you get that 50x rebuild. But I feel like XP is a good investment. And then the main thing I've been doing is hoping for that Visage from Black Dragons over in Xanaris. I did manage to get and complete a clue scroll, however, and got some live commentary for that. Alright, let's see if this casket's got anything good in it. And... oh, that's decent. Okay. I mean, that's good for Deadman mode. That'd be a horrible clue normally, but everything in there is very useful. I like that. No complaints. Except for the bow, but yeah, no complaints.
Oh, you got Dragon Spear?
Yeah, there's a rare drop. Dragon Spear. I don't know how much those are going for right now, but I'm really excited for that. Yeah, that Dragon Spear ended up going for 200k, and I didn't get it on recording, but later on I ended up getting another tier 5 and finished off the Mystic set with that, and decided to go on a little bit of a PK trip now that I've got Snare. The Iban staff there is just for mage bonus, so I don't splash Snare. I could probably use like a water staff or something instead and then have like different combo runes, but Iban's gives a pretty decent mage bonus. So I started by going up over to Gem Rocks here, and it looks like there's somebody here. That stuff's sounding in the background, I'm still playing. So I see the gem disappear, and I decide to hop around. Didn't find anyone through any of the worlds, so as I'm going back in the original world, I see the guy that left the gem chilling there at the bank. So I give him a snare, and then switch on over to my Dragon Dagger, and just start pumping some specs into them. First spec suck, but hoping for a big one. There's another low one with a 9, and there's a KO. So I'm hoping that he'll have a good bank key, being that he's mining the gem rocks there, unless he's muling, of course, which a lot of people do. They just send an old 6-hour alt that's washed up to go do tasks like mine gem rocks, and then they get a couple of red topazes, and that's all they really get, and they just slap those on their main or whatever. And in the key we have 25k, mostly the energy potions is the highlight, and a couple lobsters. Everything else is pretty much junk. Kind of unfortunate because he was at Gem Rocks and I didn't get a single gem off him. But while I was helping you now, I figured I'd head over to Chins and PK some people over at Red Chin, see if I can get any loot from that, since that key was a bummer. Find this guy right off and go in for the freeze. Put on the smite, and then start chucking in some Dragon Dagger specs. There's a big hit. He's red barred. He's still planting traps. He's not even trying to run. Got a bank key, probably garbage inside that, but let's see how many chins. 22, not too bad. Same PK trip, same skull that I'm waiting out. Made my way over here through the glider, and then decided to check the shop. Nobody upstairs, but on my way out, I see this guy over here, and he looks like he's lost, so I'm gonna show him how to get back to Lumbridge. And let's see what he's got on him, because it looks like he's coming over to the Champions Guild shop for a reason. He's only level 40 something, so I bet he's just buying a rune piece for his main. If I could get one spec off on him, then that could do a lot of damage. And he's going for the stairs. That's his mistake. He was doing fine juking me at the door, and he's not doing so fine juking me at the staircase, and he's already gone in 2 specs. Didn't get to see what the second spec was, but let's look at... Damn, there's no money in that. I was mistaken. Realizing that I had a 30-minute skull timer for attacking that guy, I went over to Draenor and found this guy. I got a Morgan's Javelin spec, or Morgan's Axe spec on him right off the bat, and he's making the big mistake of trying to run away with that. I bet he's out of energy about right now. And so I find him, and he is walking away. I hit him with an axe, and then I run up and start using specs on him. I was afraid to teleport, that's why I hit him with the axe. Actually, I'm just camping the rune crossbow for right now because I've only got half a spec bar, but he's already dead. He doesn't even have overheads, it looks like. And then there's a key right off, and then there's a dragon simmy on top. Easiest dragon sim of my life. I guess that guy was down or low or something from before, and he was just thinking that he could get away and hide out his skull there and then teleport to a safe zone and cash in his keys. I do that sometimes too. It's risky, and sometimes the reason for that risk comes at you. So I just end up alching his stuff. Up to well over 300k cash now, and I'm excited to see what's in some of those keys. Just a minute left on the timer, and I've got my first blue key of the season tanked out. Pretty stoked for that. And inside the Dead Man chest we have... Ooh, impling jars. Those are going to be useful because I do have a little bit of a hunter level, so I might get that up a little more actually. Next we have some nets and some broad bolts. That'll be good for hunter. Some potions and some food. Decent. I'll take that. And the last key looks like it's junk, but let's take a look. And yeah, it's junk. So next I decided to be strategic with my Morgan's axes and take them up to Black Chins, where the main escape here is running rather than using stairs and whatnot. So I figured that that energy draining perk would be really, really good here. Didn't see anyone at Chins, but over at Green Dragons, this guy who had PvP protection was nice enough to let me know that there was a clan that just ran to the south, even though I had just tried to attack him. So I decided to wander on south anyway and see if he's right or not, and hover over my teleport. And I start wandering south, nearing 20 Wilderness, and holy shit, there they all are. Thanks, man. I might not have been ready for that if not for the warning. So I appreciate that if you're out there watching. Then on the next PK trip, I decided to hit up Wintertod, found this helpless victim up here, and after some door games he manages to get away, but I still got the key from his friend. This guy, on the other hand, didn't get so lucky with his door tricks. I go through, and then there he is, and there's the bolt that kills him. And he's not even dead on the other side, he's dead right here. Some maple logs in there, hopefully some burnt pages in his key, that's what I'm really hoping for. It'd be really cool, but highly unlikely to kill one of these guys and get a tome of fire right off the bat. That'd be something to make my day. So from Wintertod, I then made my way over to the Shiloh village to check out Gemrocks again. And I come, and there's like 3 people chilling here, so I just pick off this guy first, hit him with the Morgan's Throne Axe, and now as he runs, his energy just depletes so rapidly. He's running back and forth. I think he's trying to realize and trying to stand still. And then I just come up with the Dragon Dagger and 0-4 off prayer too, and then a 2 with the D-Sim, and then a 0. This guy's in like a black wizard's hat, and he's tanking me. And I have like 73 attack right now, and there's a 12, and now he wants to play ladder games, so I go up the ladder, down the ladder, there he is. I get a hit in on him. I don't know if that's a teleport, we'll have to go up the ladder to find out. There he is, he's still here, I didn't lose him yet, awesome. And now he's trying to juke me through the door. I go through the door, he's walking away from me, there's a 17 and a 24, finally some good D-Sim hits. And then a 3, he's red barred, come on, and then the 12, and he's dead. And it looks like his friend wants to get off me right away, but he's low enough combat level or high enough combat level rather, to where I still have the PvP protection, so I'm free to loot all this stuff. And inside these 3 bank keys we have a whole bunch of regular planks, which is really nice, some black d'hide, and some feathers with some cash, and finally some gems from people doing gem rocks. Alright, so I found this guy over at Metal Dragons on another world, and I counted out the spaces from me to him, and luckily enough he was still within aggro range, so I hop worlds and I hop right underneath him. I took my time a little bit because this dragon was pretty full health, and I wanted him to go back to his little AFK route. And then there he is, and I just gotta wait for the dragon to die. And this should be a relatively free kill, I'm hoping. And there it is, dragon's almost dead. And I get the potion up and the smite, and then right off the bat 14-14, and now he's red barred. He managed to eat, he's running, and not soon enough. That was a beautiful kill, just a total spec out. And let's see how many Wrath runes. 2,000! Oh my god, that is awesome. There's like 18,000 rares in there, a whole bunch of alchables for the Mystic. That is the kill of the season right there. Like, that was perfectly executed, and it has awesome loot. Alright, so that's the loot I managed to get from that kill. Let's continue scouting. Alright, I know it's fucked up to do, but since I'm just sort of testing out the Morgan's Throne Axe, I wanted to kill a Fisher. And this guy doesn't even run, so I don't even get to see his energy or anything. He just stands there and dies, doesn't even try. But I guess he got killed right then anyway, and I just say, well, I don't know if that's true that he just died, but his key confirms it. So of those keys, one of them was mostly anti-poison and some other potions that are actually useful, some stamps in there, and then the other key added was legit. That guy just died. Feel kind of bad for killing him. So I went over to Black Chins to try that Morgan's Throne Axe technique again, since most people just have to run up here, and I find this level 73 right off the bat. And again, same story as the Fisher. He doesn't even try or anything. He just stands there and whips some chins at me and just waits to get killed. He doesn't even try to make it to hobgoblins or nothing. Kind of like a little bit of a boring kill. I don't know if he's just going for the XP or what's going on here, but I got a few chins off. And so the contents of that guy's bank key was absolute junk. Same with the other chin hunter that I didn't get on clip. But here's some live commentary for some later PKing that I did after I got tired. And in this hard clue, well, I didn't even have to go PKing to get something good. I had a feeling I should have left my dragon plate legs at home. Wow. I'm just wearing off aggro, and amazing. I'm still going to go on this PK trip though. And that is why you don't AFK in Deadman mode. There's a free 120k right there in loot. That's a decent kill. I was gonna hop and log under that guy, but he was just straight AFK. I didn't even need to. Alright, let's go see what's in this bank key. And the loot is... Ooh. I got my next batch of mahogany seeds. That's awesome. And some fruit tree seeds. I like that. That is a good key. I am quite satisfied. Found someone over at Green Dragon, so I ended up trying out the Morgan Javelin spec here, and it worked out pretty well, because by the time he gets to Wizards, he's already walking. I think he changed his escape route to over here, trying to scare me with the multi, and then he starts dropping all his stuff. I don't know if he's trying to get me to not kill him or what's going on here, but I kill him. I didn't get very much when I killed him though. I just got some black d'hide, which is pretty nice. It's at elk price, so I end up just elking it. and Dorg Bow and some Bone Bolts, which I just pretty much left there because those are so cheap this season. The brews are a lot more important. So I decided to do that clue scroll that was in my inventory while I waited out my skull. So here's some live commentary for the loot from the key from the guy at Green Dragons and the loot from the clue scroll that I did while I tanked out the skull. Alright, first of all, let's see what's in the key. Not very much at all, but I'll take it. And next, let's see what's in this clue scroll. I'll just bank everything since I gotta harvest some Yanel crops. Ooh, a master clue. And we've got some alkables, some black d'hide. Okay, I'll take that. Ended up doing a fire cape challenge and got my fire cape. I'm just gonna show you that I got it, and I'm just gonna delete the 2 clips where I lagged and died twice. Once on the 360s and once on Jad. The one time I think it was because my friend was connecting his phone to my internet, and then the other time I just lagged while prayer flicking and couldn't get my prayer flicks back up in time, and I just died to the 360. Guys, coming in with a huge donation from Powerzerk. He just passed me 1.2 mil. Thanks for that, man. I really appreciate that. That's going to help out a lot. I ended up getting deep boots with that. And for those of you wondering, all the PvP gear in my inventory, that's what I've been working towards this season with Wilderness Slayer and what I've been putting my money towards from all the Black Dragon hides I've been getting. So with all my max gear, now that I got the defense cap, I decided to go and spec some people out. And boom, look at that spec. Saw some items laying on the ground over at the Hobgoblins, and I figured it might be someone collecting the snape grass, and I'm kind of low on snape grass right now, so I figured I'd go up and snipe them out real quick, and there they are, with my Morgan's Throne Axe ready. Look pretty green of a combat level there, but we'll find out what he's got, and it looks like he doesn't have very much of anything on him. Let's hope that he drops some snape grass. And no such luck, just a rune simi. On my way over to scout out Trainer Bank, I found the guy that I killed for the simi. He asked for it back, so I gave him 20k because I felt bad. Then I went back over to Shiloh Village Gem Mine and found this guy again, and then I was going to get off him because I realized it was the same guy, but then I realized that I had a 30-minute skull and he wasn't responding, so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to switch over to my fire cape and go for it, and I just one bang him right out. And then for key number 4, I find another Gemrock miner, and this armor is so OP. I actually poked him once there, but it's okay because he's AFK and he is out of the game. So next I decided to hit up Wintertide and see if I could get a 5th key really easy, since I can escape really well up here, especially with the darts for anti-bank and then the Morgan's Javelin just for the energy drain effect. So I'm feeling pretty confident, and I'm hopping around the world, and I saw somebody standing on the Pyromancer in one of these worlds, as you're about to see shortly here, and I originally thought that it was somebody in full Pyromancer that was Skulled. However, when I hop back to him, I see that he's like a full Tribrid, and he's really, really good, and he's got a VLS, so I start going for my escape plan, use my Javelins, start taking down his energy, and he's chasing me down here, and then my second Javelin spec hits a 0, and I'm thinking about what to do. I'm thinking I could either go back to the Wintertod area, or I can see if the 0 did anything to his energy drain rate, and maybe I can get in a lucky spec here, but that VLS is freaking scary. I'm trying to switch my prayers right, he switches faster, I go to eat, go to switch, and he's just too good. He freezes me in place. I didn't get to run in time. I'm just messing up all over the place. Again, I'm really tired during this kill, risking so much, and it's all gone. I bet that made that guy's day, though. I can only imagine how happy he is. Full Morgans, full Vestas, and a Stadius Warhammer. On to the rebuild, though. Also, real quick. Alright, Powerzerk coming in with another donation of 1.2 mil after I just died. So yeah, that death was really hard. Not a whole lot I could have done there in my situation with 4 keys and only brews with no combo food and no freezes. This was exactly who I did not want to run into, a Tribrid with freezes and a VLS. That 78 attack makes his strength really weak, but that with the VLS it just straight doesn't matter. I thought that I was awesome going for the unique build of having the defense and the strength for the armor and then being able to hit insanely high with a Dragon Dagger, but as you see, the VLS is just way overpowered. But I'll be on the rebuild. I'm going to have a 6-hour immunity. All help me with the rebuild. And thanks to Power Zerk, it's not going to be that hard of a rebuild either. So thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That's like 2.4 mil total that you've given me. That's going to help out a whole lot. Alright, peace, guys. I'll catch you all next video with the rebuild.